welcome back. I'm Dai, and today I'm bringing you my thoughts on this series, The Seven Princes of the Thousand Year Labyrinth, story by Atori Haruno and art by Aikawa Yu. This 4-volume series was published by 7 Seas Entertainment and is rated teen. At the beginning of the story, we meet Yu and Juno. One minute he's having tea with his older brother, and the next minute he's waking up in a castle, only to discover that he has been chosen as one of the candidates to become the next emperor of the land. It has been a long-standing tradition that when a new emperor is to be chosen, it is done in this fashion. 8 candidates are locked up in the castle of the Thousand Years Labyrinth. They are to decide amongst themselves which of them will become the next emperor, and the other 7 will serve him as the lord of the lands. Yuan doesn't understand why he's been chosen as a candidate, as he's a commoner and doesn't particularly have anything spectacular about him. Why would he be chosen as a candidate? That's not the only mystery that they're trying to figure out. The castle is being rattled regularly by a series of earthquakes, which is causing it to flood. There doesn't seem to be a way out, as all of the entryways have either been locked or boarded up. Also, they start to realize that some of the other legends they know about the castle are true. As the castle seems to be rigged with many riddles and traps. Will they be able to make it out of the castle alive, let alone choose an emperor amongst themselves? This was a very enjoyable read for me. The mystery behind the castle was an interesting one, especially in regards to why it is rigged with traps and what is causing it to flood. Watching these characters start to trust each other and work together in order to solve the riddles and avoid the traps was equally as interesting. How would you even know who to trust in a situation like this? When the stakes are so high, every man could be out for themselves. We definitely see glimpses of that in some of these characters, and it makes you question them. Trying to figure out who is being genuine and who might have his own agenda makes this read exciting as well. The art style is definitely something that attracted me to this title. I don't know about you, but when I was reading through the first volume, never did I think that these characters had such colorful hair. When you're like reading the first volume, and because the pictures are black and white, you kind of get a visual in your head about what colors, things possibly are. Never did I think that some of these characters would have like blue and purple hair. I guess I'm kind of trained to see blonde or brown or black or whatever. But that was definitely something that was surprising as I read through this series and saw these covers. It definitely threw an interesting aspect into my read as well, because as I was seeing these characters in color, it would change my visual of what I had read previously, which didn't change my thoughts on what happened previously, but it just made it a little bit more interesting. I had found out in my research that there was actually a one-shot manga sequel that was written in regards to this story that followed the characters after the events of this series. It wasn't licensed in the United States though, which is kind of disappointing, because I really would have liked to see what the future held for these characters and how they were living after what happened to them in this series. With this title being so full of mystery and adventure, you'd probably be surprised to know that this is actually a Josei title. I definitely was surprised when I found out. I didn't know before I started reading it what the demographic was on this series, but as I was reading it, I could have sworn that it was going to be a shonen title. There's so much adventure, trying to figure out these riddles and trying to help these characters stay alive. There's not a smidge of romance in this storyline at all. There aren't even any females. This is an all-male cast, and like I said, they're trying to avoid being killed by this castle and trying to stay alive. And not only that, but also they need to figure out which one of them is going to be emperor. So yeah, I definitely thought this was a shonen title and was shocked when I found out that it was a Josei title. Now, granted, the art style is probably more appealing to the ladies, but I definitely think this is one that guys will enjoy as well. So that about sums up my thoughts on this series. This is my fourth series thoughts video. The 3 I had done before were more just showing you the mangas while I talked about them. This is the first one I'm kind of doing where you can see my face. So let me know what you think about these types of videos, if you prefer it just be you seeing the manga volumes while I talk about it, or if you would prefer seeing me talk about it. It's definitely something different for my channel. While I do mostly monthly wrap-ups, I don't do series reviews. These are like the first series reviews I've done on my channel. So let me know what you think and what you prefer. Also, let me know down in the comments if you've read this series or if you plan on reading this series in the future. That's all I've got for you today. I hope you're all doing great. And until next time, take care and smiley always. Bye.